So what have you been doing lately? Anything?
Please, Randy,
What?
turn that off.
Well, just tell me what you've been doing lately.
Sitting in this chair, what do you reckon?
Why? Did you go to Ethnic Expo this weekend? Past weekend? Why not? They had a bunch of food and a bunch of music and...
Did anybody take me?
No. Did you say you wanted to go? No.
Did anybody ask me?
Well, that's true. Nobody asked you, but...
They wouldn't have took me if I had.
Yeah, they probably would have.
I doubt it.
Why do you say that?
Because she says she can't park no place where I could get any place and so on and so forth.
Well, somebody would have took you. If you said you wanted to go. Don't you think?
I didn't get down there last year either, I don't think. Pretty sure I didn't.
Well, don't you think it would have been fun to go?
Well, yeah.
I mean, they had all kinds of different exhibits and food and dancing and music.
Mom was going to stay with me and eat dinner with me yesterday, too.
Yeah.
And
She-
Beverly calls up and they go down to Pines or something down at Seymour or someplace to go eat. And
Yeah.
I was here
Yeah.
all by myself.
All by your lonesome. The story of life after retirement with Dorothy Duncan. All by myself. Anything else you want to add?
I'm just going blind.
Well, that's not good.
Jean told you what the doctor said, didn't she?
No, she didn't.
She didn't?
No? I mean, she said that it wasn't going to get any better and it was getting worse.
Well, the thing...
Slow, but...
Oh, but the thing was, see, when I asked him questions yesterday, he did not answer my questions.
Well...
I said, they had a new machine. Did you take a picture of the back of your eye back there where that macular place is?
Yeah.
And they took the picture and everything on that new machine and everything. And so I said to him, I said, well, what did you find out with your new machine or something like that? And instead of telling me what he found out, he says, well, just about what I expected. Now, if that wasn't avoiding answering my question, what was it?
Avoiding answer the question itself. Well, I mean, he probably figures it's bad.
He was trying to
Be nice.
be nice. And Donna Jean says, I was reading between all the lines.
Well, that's not hard. It's not hard to do
And
that.
he says that it was now he said it's very important that I take my vitamins.
Yeah.
Take my like a preservation.
Yeah.
And he gave me a whole box, enough for 26 days there.
Yeah.
A whole box of them.
Free sample.
Samples.
You love the free samples, don't you?
Yeah, they help.
So what's it supposed to do?
Well, it's supposed to do as much as it can do, but I mean, he just said to be sure I took my vitamins and all. And Don Jean said, well, she takes her medicine. Says,
Yeah, you do take your medicine.
Says, are you taking your medicine? I said, yes. He says, 2 a day? I said, yes. Donna Jean says, by that time she got back. She didn't get back till about the time I was done.
Yeah.
And she said, yeah, she's pretty good about taking her medicine or something like
Yes,
that.
because you put them out in that little pill bottle.
And so he said, well, I was in how did he say? Serious, or in other words, I wasn't at the beginning stages, but I was in the more
Yeah.
getting bad stages. And
There wasn't really anything you could do.
And I'm just going blind. That's all there is to it. I mean, there's some lady at church this morning. I finally told them at church this morning when they was asking for prayers and stuff. I finally said, well, I don't know whether to say anything or not, but I said I went to the doctor Friday and with this macular degeneration, bit, and he said that it wasn't too good.
Yeah.
And so on. And so they had prayer for me, and and so on. And then afterwards, this lady come up to me and she says, said something to me, and actually she was the wife of the guy that does the praying all the time. And he does, now that guy does the best job of praying. I mean, he mentions everybody definitely about him and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, he's really good. And it was his wife who came up to me and
Said something to you.
and she says, my mother had that.
Yeah.
And I said, did she go blind? And she said, yes. She did. So I don't know how long she was blind before she died or anything. I didn't ask her any more questions about it. I mean, but she did say that she went blind.
Yeah.
And I said, well, he just told me that. She says, well, we don't know. Says, in his prayer, he says, well, you know, he healed the blind and he healed the sick and he didn't, you know, all that. He says, we don't know what could happen. I mean,
Yeah.
We'll just pray about it and
Put it in God's hands.
right.
Nothing else you can do besides take your medicine.
But in plain words,
You're just going blind.
I'm going blind.